it's just refreshing to see somebody, do the right thing and care for others, man.
Right.
He's a role model. What people say you should do, he's doing it. And,
right.
And that's inspiring me. I was blessed to win a B.Me award that was under Barack Obama initiative, my brother's keeper. And when I won that award, I won a grant. And that inspires me. Every little bit counts. I want to do my part to give back to the community.
Right.
At the young days growing up in Chicago, I just told people, I guess that was on MSNBC yesterday, and they did an interview about LeBron that I did months ago, and I guess they just showed it. I had 15 people, reach out to me like, man, have you seen it? I'm like, man, I'm out with my niece for her birthday. You know what I mean? Me and my girl, we're going to support my niece, and I still haven't seen it. And, some of my brother friends, I'm on a group text with them, and they like, man, I'm proud of you, just this and this. And I told them, man, you don't know how much, they motivated me. LeBron motivated me. At a young age, man, how would I ever get a car, let alone a house? I just became a first-time homeowner. You know what I mean? At a young age, like we spoke before, man, if it's not in front of you, you don't know how to achieve it. But when you put people around you, you have people showing you the way, like LeBron is on TV. So for so many people, how my brother and his friends did to me, man, the sky's the limit, because you can visually see how it's done and how you can get there, man. And at a young age, I didn't know how that was possible. But every day I got people in front of me doing the right things, doing it the right way, and I'd be a damn fool if I ain't followed the blueprint. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, and that's like I said, like this is very motivating. Like, even like coming from you, like me and my friends, we talk about all the time, like we can all make it. And as you get older, like we talking about, because I've worked with kids as well. Like I've worked for like the city and the county for like after school programs, and I was like, and my wife, she's a teacher, so I was like, one day I want to create like a camp, like a after school program and a couple camps that not only teaches kids about like the books and athletics, but also other things like in the world, like knowing the history of everything, like especially African Americans, because yes, we have internet now, we have social media, but I feel like most of us don't want to. Not all of us, but most of us don't want to pick up a book or just do some research on our heritage. And I always felt like something like that we should be able to push. Especially for the next generation. So it's just it's motivating.
I agree with that, man. You don't know where you at or where you can go until you realize where we came from, man. I think about it. I think in this day and age, in my personal opinion, I think there's a lot of kids having kids.
Right.
That tradition, that heritage, that sense of proudness is getting lost, man. People, you can value opportunities that you have or things that you achieve even more if you understand where African Americans or minorities have come from. Whether it be in the slave trade, the Holocaust, you know what I mean? There's so much history in America and in this world, man, and it helps put stuff in perspective. Once again, it takes you back to the ability to travel and see, it's nothing different here than it is in Chicago or New Orleans, but it is so different, and you get to learn and understand those things, and then you see things that, and when we were blessed, our avenue was through sports and traveling basketball.
Right.
But the ability, you don't have to take that route. You can do the research, or if you have family members that install that in you and help you educate you in that aspect. But, everybody has a different path, go through different struggles. And there's just resources out here that, that I think kids and families can take advantage of if they know about or if they're willing to accept the help.
Right, and we have to continue to, we all have to continue to push that, just
absolutely
push that information.
I think it's our responsibility, man. And people invest in you. We watched a movie in religion class in high school, Pay It Forward. That always resonated with me, man, and it resonated with my group of guys, man.
Right.
what we have been given, or the opportunity, the time people have invested in us, that opportunity to give it back someday, or in our families, man, it's only right. We cheat ourselves if we don't. And LeBron came to a game last year, and we had the same librarian, Miss Wood, and she was speaking to how did the job I was doing, and this, and this, and how she felt about me. LeBron, made the comment, absolutely he's doing a great job, because he's not just doing it for him. He's doing it for us. You know what I'm saying? He's a representation of us, you know what I mean? And we're a representation of each other, you know what I mean? If he do something to sour the bunch, that's a reflection on all of us. And that's how he views it, that's how I view it, and everybody else is. And when you get that aspect that it's bigger, it's not about you, it's bigger than you. You're representing others. You hold yourself more accountable. So when that moment comes when you can go left or right, make a right decision, bad decision, you're gonna make the right one, because it's not about you. It's about so many others. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do nothing to tarnish it. But if you do, you understand that people are human, and you support your brothers and help them get through those difficult times, and you keep pushing, man. We come from a culture that understands struggle and don't let it hinder you. You push through it, and it ain't about what you did, it's about what you can do to make up for it and move forward. Everybody makes mistakes, you know what I mean? And understanding that. So that accountability, man, is something that goes a long way.
Right, and to also talk about your career, how's like the life, like what's the daily like duties as a letter director, and also like besides being a letter director, I guess it's two questions within a question. Open up different programs for the community, because like a person like myself and everyone that's around me, we want to create programs, because remember growing up, we not too far from age. So growing up, we had so many programs. Like me growing up, I should go to different basketball camps or different after school programs, or like just it was so many like activities. Now they kind of dying out a little bit. So like talk about like the letter director side, like the duties, but also like the duties of like creating and opening up, programs for the community.
I think as far as athletic director, it's very demanding, man, very time consuming. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. A lot of responsibility. You have safety of all your student athletes. Right. You have the responsibility of making sure you have adequate coach in place that accepts his responsibility and leadership role, and that's a good example. And that's not to mention the knowledge of the game, the ability to teach the game, to motivate kids, so the ability to hire and fire, to make schedules, to make the schedule officials, transportation. Then you got to balance your books, making sure you're not going over budget. So it's a lot of moving pieces. Let alone you have to have a personal life. You have somebody in your life that understands the demands of your job and accepts and supports that, goes a long way. Right now I'm in a position that I'm not married to kids, so my time isn't pulled in two directions, so I can commit to my job and things like that. Right. But also to say, I'm in a position that I have a great support cast. I have a great assistant athletic director, Carly Whitney. I have a great deal of volunteers in our community to help us run the events and making sure that we have what we need. From outside looking in, when people come to games, people don't think there are so many moving pieces, whether it be announcers, scoreboard, ticket takers, the ability to put on the event, make sure officials there. So it's a lot of moving pieces. I'll be the first one to tell you I can't do it alone. I have a great support cast, let alone having a great president in Tom Carone. That's a school that is dedicated and is a great example to me, working with people and understanding the culture of the community. So it's a lot of things in year 4, man. I'm learning something new every day. But with that, I enjoy it. Being a former player, I have a passion for coaching. I coached college basketball for 2 years. And when I went there, I wanted to coach, man. But my coach told me, the head coach, I was at Chowan University. Shout out to Chowan University, Chowan Hawks.
Right.
Coach Vincent gave me opportunity to coach collegiately, man. I'm very thankful for that. And when I went, man, I thought I knew a lot. I had a great coach, Coach Keith Danbright, that's currently at Duquesne University, that's doing great things. I learned a lot underneath him. Then I had Coach Drew, who was a great coach that's currently a legend here in Ohio, that's won 8 state championships at St. Vincent-St. Mary, man. I had great examples, so I felt like I had a lot to give. But Coach Vincent told me, man, I'm doing the coaching. You're going to be more over the operations, the ordering of gear, ordering food, hotels,
right,
stuff like that. And at the time, I didn't value that. That's not what I wanted to do. But once again, like we spoke, man, God gives you what you need, not what you want.
Right.
After 2 years there, or 3 years there, I ended up coming back, having an opportunity to be athletic director. And when I got there, man, it was a lot of what I did in collegiate. I didn't have opportunity to coach, but I value the importance of taking care of the little things that people don't see. The scheduling, the ordering of food, the jerseys, the transportation, making sure that everything's in line so coach can do what they need to do to be successful. So those 2-3 years at Tawan that I'm so grateful for, really prepared me for this opportunity, because I've never been an athletic director before, and having people believe in me. And that kind of helped prepare me for that. It's very demanding. I haven't even talked about the parents, man. The parents is an aspect that at my school, which is great. Is obviously a tuition that goes along with going to our school at St. Vincent-St. Mary. But a lot of parents think you're paying for a spot on the team. No, you're paying for a good education. You got to earn your spot on this team. You know what I mean? I think that's the culture that I want to keep at the school. I think the AD that left before me left me in a great place, Andy Jarwin. And I'm trying not to mess around enough to continue to build on it. Now, when it comes to programs, I think our school does a great job with summer camps and giving opportunities to the community for kids and things like that. But my programming side more comes from my nonprofit program. I'm the executive director of the D.A.L.E program. That I spoke to earlier, that I was blessed to receive a grant from BME for, and with that, I'm trying to do programming in the community, gaps or holes that I see in the community. I'm trying to fill. I'm trying to reach young men and women, and my passion is for underprivileged kids, because I was that kid.
Right.
I was also challenged to get programming for all kids. Everyone, some families have the means to go to different things, but those things aren't offered. Maybe I'm offering something that that is provided for kids that have two family households that have the income that it takes. Those camps or operations not there. So I'm trying to serve the whole. That's trying to give back to help everyone. And my camps are for everyone, underachieving and two family households.
Right.
But I try to help the inner city kid that may not be able to afford those camps. I'm giving scholarships to these events or programs, or even making them free for everyone to take part in. So with that, having great examples in front of me, Coach Drew, Coach Danbright, working at the Urban League. Once I got out of college, my undergrad degree is honestly in information systems. I thought I was going to be working on computers, but then you get out of college, and what my mom used to say, trying to burn the candle on both ends. You're going out late and get up and trying to work and sit at a desk, and that just wasn't for me. I learned as I grew that I enjoy working with people. I have the innate ability to communicate with a variety of people due to my life experiences, man. So that's why I thrive in being business-minded. And I have to be honest, man, my problems at a young age still hinder me to today.
Right.
My problems reading and writing, at right now, man, my writing skills isn't where it needs to be on the level that I'm at. So to have a great assistant that can support me in that role, and understanding your strengths and weaknesses, man. I put everything in it. I still might misspell a word. You know what I'm saying? And for a professional, that comes off very. They don't understand that all the time. But being someone that struggles, I understand where I am and where I came from. But also understanding there's no excuses and having people double check and things like that. And to me, it's working smarter, not harder. And understanding your strengths and weaknesses go a long way. But I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not perfect. You know, I got friends that rag on me every day because of, you know, group text. I might misspell something and something like that. And, you know, holding you accountable.